John chapter 8. Jesus went to the chill spot at the Mount of Olives. It's like early in the morning. He went back to the temple, and all the people came to him. Then he just sat down and started teaching them. It's like when they kept on asking him, he, kind of raised himself up and was like, "Listen up, y'all." Then he crouched down once more and started scribbling on the ground. So there were these scribes and Pharisees who brought this woman to Jesus because she was caught in the act of adultery. And get this, they put her right in the center of everyone. They were like, "Yo, dude, check it out. This chick got caught in the act of cheating. Hey, according to the law that Moses gave us, people like this should be stoned. What's your take on this?" But if I gotta make a call, trust me, it's legit. Because I ain't flying solo. Me and the pops are in sync. In your law, it says that when two dudes testify, it's totally legit. The Jews were like, is he gonna off himself? Because he's saying, y'all can't come where he's going. He was like, yo, y'all be from down here, but I'm straight up from above. And the one who sent me is totally vibing with me. The Father has unditched me, always doing the things that make him stoked. While he was talking, a lot of people started believing in him. Jesus was like, listen up, guys. I'm totally serious when I say this. Anyone who does something wrong is basically a slave to doing wrong things. You belong to this world, but I ain't even part of it, fam. And speaking the truth straight from God, Abraham never pulled off anything like this, man. Because I came from him and was sent by him, not just doing my own thing. Bruh, why don't y'all get what I'm saying? It's because y'all don't even listen to my words. You're like the devil, your true dad, and you will do whatever he wants. And I'm not all about flexing for myself. There is someone out there who's always watching and making judgments. Abraham and all the prophets are history, and here you are claiming that if someone follows your words, they won't ever kick the bucket. Are you seriously trying to flex on our main man Abraham, who's totally deceased? Abraham's pops was stoked to witness my era, and he totally saw it and was mad hyped. Then they were about to throw rocks at him, but Jesus played hide and seek, slipped out of the temple, walked through the crowd, and made his way out like a total ninja. The Jews were like, bro, you're not even 50 yet, and you're claiming you saw Abraham? How is that even possible? All the prophets before you, they're gone too. So, who do you even think you are? TBH, listen up, fam. If you're all about my teachings, you won't ever have to deal with death. No cap. It's all about my dad. He's the one who gives me that legit honor. Y'all out here claiming that he's your God and all, but you don't even get that I'm connected to him like that. But honestly, you guys don't really know him like I do. If I were to front like I don't know him, I'd be straight up lying, just like y'all. He's been a killer since forever, and he and handle the truth because he all about lies. You're doing the same things as your old man. They replied, we're not illegitimate babies. We have one dad. Yeah, no, God. So, if the Son sets you free, you'll be totally free. For real? I know you're from Abraham's fam, but you're trying to take me out because my words don't jive with you. I can vouch for myself, and the big guy upstairs who sent me can vouch for me too. They replied, Abraham is our Og ancestor, dude. And I'm totally keeping it real with you, but you're not even believing what I'm saying. But if you're not on that God level, then you won't be able to hear his words. No shade. It's just, you're not on his wavelength, yeah? No? The Jews hit back and were like, ain't it true that you're a Samaritan and possessed by a demon? Jesus replied, no way, dude. I definitely don't have a devil taking over me. Ugh, can't even. Yo, can any of y'all prove me guilty of doing something wrong? And if I'm straight up telling the truth, why don't you believe me? Jesus told them, if y'all were truly Abraham's fam, you'd be living like him, doing righteous stuff and all. But seriously. They said this to test him and find a reason to accuse him. But Jesus leaned down and started doodling on the ground, seemingly ignoring their words. Jesus was like, y'all don't even know me or my dad. If you really knew me, you would have known my dad too. Jesus dropped these words in the treasury while flexing at the temple. Nobody even tried to cancel him, because it wasn't his time to go viral yet. They didn't get that he was talking about his dad. Jesus was like, once you've lifted me up, you will finally get that I am the real deal, and I am not just doing my own thing. And you'll totally be woke, knowing the truth and stuff, and that truth will totally set you free. They replied, we're descendants of Abraham, and we've never been slaves to anyone. But Jesus was like, yo, guys, I'm out of here. And one by one they left, starting with the oldest people and going all the way to the youngest. In the end, Jesus was the only one left, along with the woman who was there. They asked him, who are you? And Jesus replied, I'm the one I told you about right from the start. Yo, I got a lot to tell y'all, and some judgments to make, but the one who sent me is legit. No cap. If you follow me, you won't be stranded in darkness, but instead, you'll have the ultimate source of a lit life. The Pharisees were like, you're just talking about yourself, bro. Your evidence ain't legit. If any of you peeps think you're, totally sinless, then go ahead and throw the first stone at her, I guess. So, the people who heard that realized deep down in their hearts that they messed up. When Jesus looked up and saw only the woman, he said to her, Yo, girl, where your haters at? Ain't nobody judging you, right? She was like, Nah, dude, no way. And Jesus was like, Yo, I don't judge you either. I know where I came from and where I'm going. But you have no idea where I come from or where I'm headed. Just go and stop doing wrong stuff, okay? Okay, so... Jesus spoke to them once more and was all like, Yo, listen up. I'm the lightest light of the world. But Jesus replied to them and said, Even though I'm the one speaking for myself, what I say is true. You judge based on appearances. But I don't judge anyone. They asked him, where's your dad at? Y'all gonna be searching for me. But I'll be stuck in your sins, and you woe, and be able to follow where I am headed. So, I'm telling you straight up, if you don't believe that I am who I am, you're gonna die with all your sins. I'm just spitting the truth to the world, passing on what I heard from him. Everything I say comes straight from my Father's teachings. So Jesus told those Jews who believed in him, If you stick with what I'm saying, then you're truly my followers. So how can you say that we'll be set free? And the servant's not going to stay in the crib forever, but the son's going to be here forever. No cap. I'm just spitting facts straight from my old man while y'all doing the same from your own pops. You guys are actually trying to off me. I'm just a regular dude keeping it real. Jesus was like, Yo, if God was really your homie, you would be totally down with me. Every time he opens his mouth, it's just more lies, and he's the master of it. If you really vibe with God, you're going to be all ears for what he's saying. I'm all about showing respect and love for my dad, but you peeps, you're totally disrespecting me. The Jews were like, Dude, you must be possessed or something. Oh, Jesus. Straight up said, if I start flexing and hyping myself up, it ain't even worth nothing. But truth is, I know him inside out, and I'm staying true to his teachings. Jesus straight up told them, I'm telling you the real deal. Even before Abraham existed, I was already here.